Welcome back to Qatar and the Lusail International Circuit. There's a long history of two-wheeled motorsport action here, but in 2021, Lewis Hamilton won out as part of an epic battle that year with Max Verstappen. But who will win out tonight? We're back here in Lusail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-pronged shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Lucky, Perez, Norris, Leclerc, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Albon, Russell, Gasly, Ocon, Stroll, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Zhou, Ricciardo, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Energy stores depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Okay, DRS is now available. out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage, you might start to notice it soon. Gap to the car in front, 1.6 seconds. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it. Okay, clear. I've got some information on Alonso. They're retiring from the race. I'm afraid you've been given a time. Caution, caution. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. The car ahead's starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now. Okay, mate, Lando ahead. Right, let's go. Let's try and get past them and put them on the back foot. Push, push. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds. Now, we're boxing this lap. You've lost some time to the car behind. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. And some information on Leclerc. They've got some kind of mechanical problem. The track is clear, green flag. Okay, don't worry about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop. Zhou's coming in for his stop now. Okay, there seems to have been a problem removing the left rear wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish the race as strong as possible. look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 16.2 seconds. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, we've been given a use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.6 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.2 seconds. Perez ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap, 1 minute 30.1. All right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. So, all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. You've been given a... And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
And that's 2 wins in a row now. It's the start of potentially something special, but they can't get ahead of themselves just yet. It's a long way to go.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They've performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out. Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.